All right, all right. Welcome back to No Filter MMA, guys. This your boy BJ, and I'm back with another live stream, guy. I don't know what was going on. I don't know why this thing kept on. Like I think I went in and messed with OBS settings a little bit to try to help improve like the quality of the streams, and whatnot. Like I be having problems with the streams, and so I had to just go in and mess with it a little bit and figure out what in the hell was going on. Hold on, guys. Let me see here. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know why it was doing what it was doing, but it was doing what it was doing, guys. But I'm back. Let's see. Let me see here. Just let me go back here, guys. Let me just check a couple of things here. Let me see. Switch account. Let me see, guys. I'm just looking, making sure I sound good, making sure my audio is good, making sure y'all can hear me. Okay, yeah. So we good to go. Guys, what's going on? What happened last night, guys? What happened last night? Um, I was strapped down, strapped in for a night of fights. I was ready to see what was going down, what was gonna go down. I was ready for my girl G Rob to come up in the building. You know what I'm saying? It was a G Rob fight night, cleared the whole schedule, and I'll be damned. I'll be damned if Combo Breaker 99 didn't send me a message saying that Amanda Lemos had pulled out of the fight. Okay. All right. I'm back. OBS is tripping. Let me just make sure it's back. All right. Yeah, OBS is tripping. But anyways, guys, yes, that's what's going on, man. Like Amanda Lemos pulls out. Apparently, I heard on the broadcast last night that they are going to reschedule the fight and just move forward with it. And I'm just like, man, I wonder what happened, man. Like, it couldn't have been something too serious if they went ahead and already rescheduled it. You know what I'm saying? But we found out maybe what 2, 3 hours before the fight. I mean, it was right before the Sarah Collins and Chris Cyborg fight that somebody sent me the damn thing, and I'm just like, man, like, come on, man, like, what kind of mess is that, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of mess is that? Let me see here. I don't understand, man. Lemos is she's just on suspect watch for me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand, man. She's suspect for me, and I mean, she's pulling out of fights. She's not showing up to fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't even know what else to say, man. Like, she's not showing up to fights. She's fighting terrible in there. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't look good in there. You know what I'm saying? Now she's pulling out of fights. She's missed weight in the past. Like, mm, Amanda Lemos it might be time for Amanda Lemos to go. Let me see. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Let me see. Let me just make sure here. Okay. Um, yeah, she's pulling out of fights. She's missed weight. She's not showing up. She doesn't look good in fights. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying. At some point, you start to wonder like what's going on with Amanda Lemos. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just at some point you start to ask yourself questions like what's really going on with her. Pivotal fight here to prove that she's still in the top, and then something crazy happens. You know what I'm saying? Has anybody heard anything about what happened to? I haven't seen anything about what actually happened to Amanda Lemos. Like I have no idea what actually happened to Lemos. You know what I'm saying? So, but we got some more stuff we got to talk about, man. You know what I'm saying? I hate that for G Rob. I hate that G Rob, had to sacrifice another cut to 115 for nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just let me see. It's just unfortunate to see a fighter, who has to cut a little bit more weight, you know what I'm saying, and who has been working hard and who is on that path, you know what I'm saying. A fighter that's on that path that's finally getting that top five fight. You know what I'm saying? A fighter getting ready to fight for the top five and the opponent pulls out, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a huge letdown for Jillian Robinson. Whether you're a fan of Robinson or not, whether you're a fan of G Rob or not, it's just you should be saddened for her. You know what I'm saying? This trajectory that she's on, this momentum that she has. You know what I'm saying? And she finally gets to have that breakthrough perform. What could have been her breakthrough performance, completely just the rug just pulled off from up under her. You know what I'm saying? So that's gotta suck for G Rob. And as a G Rob friend and fan, I hate that. I hate that. But I hope G Rob takes it to the chin, you know what I'm saying, and gets back to doing what it is that she does. You know what I'm saying? The fight was canceled because Lemos had a cold sore. Wow, Claude. A cold sore for real, dude? Is that really well, in that case I get it then. If that's the reason why, then if that's legit the reason why the fight was canceled, you know what I'm saying? Like that's but they don't cancel fights for them big staph infections though. But I guess that's a little bit different. I guess that's a little bit different. The staph infections and stuff versus the cold, all of it's nasty. You know what I'm saying? Because I see fighters get in there with stuff on them all the time. You know what I'm saying? Especially the guys who come in their shirt, weigh in shirtless and stuff. You can see things like on their chest, on their stomach. Kevin Lee was bad about having them. Kelvin Gastelum was bad about having stuff. What was that? What was that Russian girl who said she had it all over her private parts? You know what I'm saying? When she fought that time, I can't remember what her name was, man. That girl, that Russian girl that said she had all that staph infection all over her private parts, man. And they let her fight. You know what I'm saying? She bleeding from down there and got open wounds on her butt. You know what I'm saying? Like that's yeah. Okay, so if that's the case, then I get it. I bet you G Rob was like, I don't want any part of that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. Let's see here. Let me just look, guys. Let me just look here. I know the notifications got thrown off because I had to do the stream, had to restart the stream. This is the third attempt to restart the stream. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, man, messed up all the notifications, messed up everybody coming in. People probably don't even know I'm live right now. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, we got to talk about. Oh, I know y'all see on the right side here. I know y'all see on the right side here, Crispy Carly Judici. Guys, I couldn't hold the secret in anymore. I couldn't hold it in anymore. I was trying to hold it in. I was trying to, I was trying to let it be a surprise, guys. But you know what I'm saying? I want y'all to get as hyped for this as I'm hyped. You know what I'm saying? So you reached out to Crispy. Crispy hit me right back. You know what I'm saying? And Crispy was like, yeah, hell yeah. Like, let's do the interview. Like, I'm down. I'm on vacation right now, but the day I get back, let's knock it out. And I was like, oh, you get blown aback sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Because you reach out to fighters and then you continuously reach out to certain fighters for long periods of time, asking them over and over, and they respond to everything except the interview request. And it's like, come on, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're the ones that's talking about y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're the ones that's talking about y'all. These are the channels that y'all need to be on. My channel, Coach's channel, Combo's channel. You know what I'm saying? These are the channels that y'all need to be on if y'all trying to get your names out there, if you're trying to let people know who you are, build that fan base so that when you do make it to the top, you know what I'm saying, you got a solid fan base. You know what I'm saying? There is no lacking of a fan base. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start where everybody's talking about you, man. And everybody's talking about, said channels, me, WMA Scene Now, Combo Breaker 99, Coach, you know what I'm saying, DJC, Two Beats. That's what we talk about out here. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's that this is where y'all need to be, man. And Crispy hit me right back. Crispy was like, I'm yeah, she's like, I'm in, I'm down. So me and Combo, it's gonna be a joint interview, guys. It's gonna be a joint thing. It's gonna be me and Combo Breaker 99 interviewing Crispy Carly Judici. And we're gonna get the scoop on Carly, man. But we're gonna ask Carly the questions. We're gonna talk about Carly Judici. You know, we're gonna talk about Carly Judici with Carly Judici. That's the best part. We're gonna talk about Carly Judici to Carly Judici. Yes, 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 yes. So we gotta get let's get it. Yeah, man. Carly Judici, December 20th, 6:30 p.m. Don't miss it. Don't miss Carly Judici right here on No Filter MMA, December 20th at 6:30 p.m. Crispy Carly Judici, guys. Like I said, this is a joint interview with Combo Breaker 99. You know what I'm saying? I thought who better else to bring in to do this with me, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure he's got some questions for Crispy. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna bounce those things off Crispy and and see what Crispy got to say, man. Because I feel like Crispy got a lot to say. What's up, Two Beats? What's up, Two Beats? Yes, sir. Yeah, man. I think my notifications got messed up because I had to start this thing 2 times. Like it wasn't doing because I had messed with the settings in OBS so it would run smoother, man. And it did something. But anyways, it's working now, so that's all that matters. I don't care if it's 2 of y'all or 50 of y'all in here. I'm gonna talk. Um, so yeah, so Crispy, yeah, she'll be here, man. So get your Crispy questions ready. Y'all know I love to put questions up on the screen. Y'all know I love to do stuff like that. Not you. I had mine turned off. Yeah, but I still had like to restart it 3 times because first blast out didn't go so well. Yeah, that first blast out that first blast out did the right thing, but the second and third one didn't do like it's supposed to do. You know, it ain't gonna notify y'all over and over, which is to me is kind of messed up. But so we're gonna talk about what happened last night though. Melissa Croden. Oh my lord. Melissa Croden, man. Melissa Croden fell flat in there. And I told Combo Breaker 99, I said, I really hope that Melissa Croden doesn't start slow in here because Luana Santos has a tendency to start fast. You know what I'm saying? Like Luana Santos will come out and she ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? Every fight that I see her in, that's what she does. She came out guns a blazing when she fought Juju. You know what I'm saying? And she ended up catching Juju. Like Juju couldn't fight at that pace that Luana Santos came out at. You know what I'm saying? So it just happened like that. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that Melissa Croden, judging by that Tainara Lisboa fight, I'm like, man, Melissa Croden, yeah, she fights big when she flips the switch. Yeah, those combinations come off quick when she flips the switch, man. But dude, she never got it going in this fight, and I hate that. I hate that for Melissa Croden because I had a lot of high hopes for Melissa Croden. You know what I'm saying? Especially with her being one of those big girls in the division. You know what I'm saying? Being big, being solid, having that knockout power like that, having that stand-up game like that she showed in her first fight. You know what I'm saying? So it had us all excited for Melissa Croden, and I'm still excited for Croden in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? But to go ahead and get beat by a flyweight like that, you know what I'm saying? Let a flyweight beat you up like that, let a flyweight out muscle you was just I couldn't believe what I was watching when I was watching it. And I was just like, man, like, Melissa Croden, like, she's supposed to be out here putting them paws on Luana Santos. Look what Casey O'Neill did to Luana Santos, guys. Look at the pace and the pressure that Casey O'Neill put on Luana Santos. She broke Luana Santos by the second round. By the second round, Luana Santos was broke, you know? And Casey O'Neill, to me, don't really have that kind of like knockout power. She's got more like brawling power. You know what I'm saying? Like she'll sting you and she'll brawl with you. She'll hit you with a stiff jab and stuff like that. She'll come over the top with a two. You know what I'm saying? It's got a little pop to it, but she ain't got that knockout power. Melissa Croden, however, has that kind of knockout power, guys, and I didn't see her really use it that much. I didn't see her really try to get. I didn't. What's up, Easy E? What's up, Easy E? Yeah, man. I just feel like Luana Santos didn't get started. I mean, like Melissa Croden just never really found a groove in there. But it looks like, yes, two beats. I see what you're saying. It looks like Luana Santos has improved. It looks like Luana Santos has improved, but she still got to work on her cardio though. Her cardio looked terrible. But even in her cardio even if, when her cardio got zapped in that third round, she still was head tossing Croden. And I'm just like, man, Croden letting this flyweight do this to her like that, man. I'm like, come on, man, like, ugh. Yeah, you gotta rewatch that fight, dog. Oh, two beats, you gotta rewatch that fight, homie. Casey O'Neill, Casey O'Neill had that girl defeated by round two, bro. Like she didn't know what to do. She didn't know what to do against Casey O'Neill. Casey O'Neill was just in her face the whole time, dude. Just strike after strike after strike, dude. It was the entire fight. Like she couldn't catch up. Like she was trying to play catch up to O'Neill, and she just gave up on it, dude. Like you got to go back and rewatch that fight. Casey O'Neill put a clinic on Luana Santos. That fight, and I'm not saying that as a fan. I'm saying that being real. Like she put a clinic on Luana Santos. Um, but Santos looked improved. I hate that she's going up to 135 though. Like I don't want her fighting at 135. I'd rather see Luana Santos at 125 because she's coming in fighting these bigger girls. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I feel about that. Like, please fight in your weight class. Like, please, please. It's so important. Fight in your weight class. So who's replacing Lemos? Lemos is replacing Lemos. Easy E. They rescheduled the fight for. I heard when I was watching it live. I heard March, but everybody is saying February. But I heard March, so it's either February or March. I heard March, but everybody's saying February, so it must be February. Yeah, it got rescheduled. Easy E. They said, let me see who said that. Claude said that it was called off because Lemos had a cold sore. So I guess Robertson was like, nah, I'll pass on that. I think G Rob said, nah, I'll pass on that. But like I said, man, they let them girls fight with them. They let people fight with them staph infections and stuff like that, man. They let those folks fight. You can see them big open staph infections on people's on guys' chest and stuff like that, man. Like, yeah, you can see all of that. But they let those guys fight, and that stuff is super contagious. Easy E says a cold sore. Yeah, cold sore, man. I mean, that stuff is contagious, man. You know what I'm saying? So I guess G Rob was like, nah, I'll pass. JP in the building. What's up? Now y'all starting to trickle in. Okay, there we go. Sorry guys, I had to restart this stream a couple times because it done something. I done something weird. I messed up the settings. I was playing with the OBS settings, and it just yeah, and it went awry. But yeah, guys, for the people who just coming in, there we go. There go the numbers. Um, guys, December 20th. Remember I told y'all to clear your schedule. Crispy Carly Judici is coming to No Filter MMA on December 20th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. I have to say it again. Don't miss out. Don't miss out, guys. This is a joint interview with me and Combo Breaker 99, just so everybody know. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Crispy Carly Judici is on vacation right now. She said she'll be back on December 20th. She was like, I'm gonna be back and I'm gonna be settling down for Christmas. Like that's the perfect time to do the interview. And I said, you know what? Bet. Yes. JP said, call it DC. I thought it was gonna be Aaron. No, it ain't Aaron. No, it ain't Aaron. But we got one of the we got somebody who is cold blooded like Aaron in a way. You know what I'm saying? So, um, okay. 2B says crazy story. I know I watched. Y'all know I watch how I watch. So as I'm fast forwarding to the end, I saw the video start. I'm like, where is the G Rod fight? I found out when they were scrap. I found out then that they were scrapping the fight. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Y'all the only two really holding it down for WMA. It's a couple of other ones out there, Easy E. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple of other ones out there. You know what I'm saying? But we're very few. We're very few. You know what I'm saying? And 99% of us are black men. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what we're doing. That's we the ones talking about women's MMA out here. You know what I'm saying? Is first of all men, and then 99% of us are black men. So it's crazy. But yeah, guys, Crispy Carly Judici. She coming to sit down with Combo Breaker 99 and No Filter MMA, guys. And we gonna y'all better get your questions ready because I'm putting all the questions up. Like we talking Judici. We talking to Judici. You know what I'm saying? I don't know much about her personality like that. You know what I'm saying? I haven't watched very many interviews with her yet, but I plan on doing so this week and stuff like while I'm at work, just to kind of get a feel of Carly Judici the person. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of know how to structure questions and what to really say and what to talk about and see if I, to try to bring the best out of Crispy. You know what I'm saying? I did that perfect. It worked out perfectly when I interviewed Deanna Bennett, and I started using that tactic when I interviewed Deanna Bennett. You know what I'm saying? Like watching her previous interviews and stuff, and seeing which way I can really lead the questions, and then Steve Garcia as well. It was just those type of things. JP says, "How'd you get an interview with her?" I hit her up on Instagram, bro. Hit her up on Instagram. That simple. Dropped in her DMs. I was in Crispy's DMs, guys. That's how. Okay, ask what kind of moisturizer does GTC use? She'll probably answer it. She'll probably answer that question though. I know Deanna Bennett would have. She would have. She probably would have had the bottle sitting right there. Teron Brown, what's up, man? He said we got a while until the UFC comes back. And no, man, don't that suck, bro? Teron Brown, what's popping, man? Yeah, we got a while before it comes back. I hate that. You know what I'm saying? I do, man. I really do hate that. Guys, I had a really cool graphic up here before the shit started messing up. I did, man. I had this right here. Let me see. I had that right there. And then let me see if I can pull it back up without it screwing up my computer. Let me see if I can do it without it killing my computer. JP says, I want to see you interview Aaron. Hey, get in Aaron's DMs, bro. Get in Aaron's DMs and be like, yo, Aaron, like, listen, this is where you need to be. Like, you, shit, help your boy out. I done been in Aaron's DMs. I'm sure I done been in Aaron's DMs. I done been in her management DMs. I'm like, yo, like, I need to get this interview with Aaron Blanchfield. I've been in O'Neill's inbox, like, straight up. Yeah, that's pretty far. Yeah, Tehran, I agree, dude. Like I agree. That's pretty far out. Judici be having cooking videos on YouTube. Oh, okay. Okay. Instagram is the way to go. Most fighters handle their own accounts. Yes, most fighters do handle their own accounts. Let me see. Let me see if I can put this little animation, this thing back up here. Cause this was pretty cool. Let me see. Let me see. Let me add it back up here. Let's see, browser. Let me see, guys. Let me see if I can add it back up here. Paste. Okay. I had the chat up here. Yeah, it ain't gonna work. I don't know why it didn't work. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I had the chat up here, right up here in the corner, right there, and then I had messed with it. Let's see. I had did something to it. Um, let's see. I did. Oh, there it is. That's what I did. I did the. Yeah, got the chat box up there now. Yeah, I had did. Yeah, I knew I had did something. I had edited it so that you could see it a little bit better. Let me see. There we go. Yeah, that's how I had it, guys, on the first time that I had did the live stream, but it had did something weird. But yeah, there we go. So I got the chat box up there now. Hey. Yeah, coaches be acting funny sometimes. Um, do Crispy really be doing cooking videos on YouTube? I'm gonna have to check that out. Cause if she does, I'm gonna have to ask her about that. I never noticed she did that. That's crazy. and and see, we are real over here. If your fighters got some shit to talk, you can talk it right here. It's actually no filter. Speak your piece, ladies. Exactly. There is no filter, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to lead with that name. You know what I'm saying? Like no filter MMA. Like, say what you want to say out here in these streets. You know, say what you want to say out here in these streets. Yeah, coaches be weird, man. Like coaches be, especially over the women fighters, bro. They be like real weird about them, and I'm just like, dude, we trying to interview these ladies, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we trying to get these ladies' names out here. Like, y'all should really be advocating for them to do stuff like that. Like, y'all should be the ones advocating for the girls to do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we the ones talking about them. So, but anyways, I didn't have to go through none of that with Crispy. You know what I'm saying? Crispy hit straight to the mark. You know what I'm saying? And she, she was asking me, she said, how do you do it? I said, I just send you a link. It pops right up. You talk to us. Like, this that simple. Tubi says, hopefully the first of many. We really love to see you and Combo be the platforms that break that 100K mark someday with exclusive WMMA content. Bro, absolute Tubi's. You know, bro, all we can do is put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Would you interview Dakota or Natalia, BJ? Absolutely, I would. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I interview Dakota or Natalia? That's wild. Of course I would. In a heartbeat. In a heartbeat, I would interview them. I wouldn't fan out on them. I wouldn't fan out on them, but I would interview them. Yeah, the great benefactor. What's up, man? TGB. TGB is in the building. It's gonna be boring without UFC. Tehran, unfortunately, man, we all feel you, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's just what happens when you're a WMMA when you're an MMA fan, bro. When you're an MMA fan, sometimes there's gaps like that. And if you strictly watch the UFC, that's fine too. But it's a gap everywhere right now. No PFL, you know what I'm saying? Nothing right now. It ain't nothing right now. So yeah, we have to go through these gaps. But that's why channels like mine and channels like Combos and channels like Tubies and DJC and Coach and Tehran, our boy S Dog, our boy S Dog. Yeah, but hey, I love S Dog's channel, bro. That dude is wild. I be tuning into him. Yeah, man, he shouts me out. Yeah, S Dog is that dude, bro. He's that dude. Tehran be over there in them comments, boy. You know how some men can be interact with women, so I get it. Yeah, that is true. But all you got to do is go look at my channel, bro. Like every time I do an inquiry about a fighter to a management team, I instantly send a link to, the to my channel so that they can see, oh, this dude is legit. Like when I reached out to Steve Garcia, he said when he seen my message, he was like, "Who the fuck is this dude?" But I sent the link to my channel. He said, I was so suspicious, I didn't even click the link. I just seen where it said no filter MMA. He said, so I went to YouTube and typed it in. He was like, oh shit. He said he opened my channel. He was like, oh, this dude has a plethora of interviews with people. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, oh yeah, I'll do an interview with him. So yeah, Dakota would watch your videos about her. They wouldn't want to do the interview with you. That would be okay. That would be perfectly fine, dude. That would be perfectly fine. Matua says, I would ask you, DC, hey, Matua, you got to be there. December 20th, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. You got to be there, dog. If you're not right here at that time on that day, I don't know what to tell you, homie. I don't know what to tell you. UFC just never started back late January. It's usually early January. Yeah, it is usually early January. But maybe they giving like the staff like a good break, man. Because be honest with you, they went hard 2025. The UFC went hard in 2025. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that staff and people behind the scenes, they might maybe they need a break. But this is a business, and you people need to be entertained. And then of course, you got the Paramount merger too. So they leaving ESPN going to Paramount. I said Paramore, Paramount. Um, then this it takes time to set that stuff up, man. It's got a lot of time. It's a lot of time to set something like that up. So yeah, yeah, I get it. I get why. Give them a chance, guys. Give them a chance. Give them a chance to get back. They'll be back. I don't really have questions though. LOL. Yeah. Oh, you will. Once she gets to talking, you will. Because I'm gonna be asking about the division. For y'all know, I'm asking since JP loved Dakota Ditchova so much. I'm asking her about Ditchova. And the reason I ask about Ditchova is because when Ditchova fighting in the UFC comes up, a lot of people are saying like, who could her first fight be if she came to the UFC before she signed that contract? People was asking about who Ditchova's first fight in the UFC could be, and a lot of people said Carly Giudice. Y'all think I'm not gonna ask Carly Giudice about that? I am. Whether she knows it, whether she caught on to it or not, and seen it, I don't care. I'm asking her about it. You know? Me too, Teron. I like them coming to Paramount. Yeah. How you like the Holloway Oliveira fight? Ooh, dude. That's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be a good fight though. But Holloway might knock him out. I mean, at this point, Charles is damaged goods. I gotta be real. Charles is damaged goods at this point. Um, I think my question will involve double underhooks, jabs, head movement, and why they're so underutilized. Ooh, wee. Well, if you want to talk about jabs, Carly Giudice is the person to ask about that. For sure. ESPN has been a sinking ship for a couple of years. Really, I guess I don't really pay attention to stuff like that. Dakota beats Giudice. Well, we're gonna see what Giudice got to say about it. Dakota smart enough to avoid that fight. MMA. Yeah, she's smart enough to avoid a lot of fights in the UFC. she's smart enough to avoid all the fights in the UFC. She said, I ain't coming over there right now. UFC has been with so many companies. First Spike TV, then Fuel TV, then Fox, then ESPN, now Paramount. Yeah, I missed the Fox era though. The Fox era was great. I loved Fox Sports 1. I loved it. Like when the UFC was on Fox Sports 1, I loved it. I think UFC should go to HBO next. They ain't Teron. Let's see what Paramount do first. Do you think Dakota will fight Cyborg? Absolutely not. Cyborg ain't making 135. She is smaller than she used to be though, so she is a lot smaller than she used to be. So maybe. Speaking of Cyborg, let's talk about that Cyborg Sarah Collins fight, man. Like Sarah Collins, man. Sarah Collins. I like Sarah Collins, man. I do. But Sarah Collins was she was one thing I got right about Sarah Collins is that she is a legit featherweight and she was big enough and solid enough to not really get rocked or knocked out or anything like that. Fighting Cyborg, Sarah Collins was just making a bunch of stupid mistakes in there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just being honest. Like Sarah Collins was just making a lot of stupid mistakes in there. And I think that once Sarah Collins felt Cyborg's power and felt that, she could have been in there, that she could have stayed in there, like she should have unleashed on Cyborg, man. Like, I don't know, man. Sarah Collins, she looked like she was fighting scared to me. Like she was fighting hesitant. You know what I'm saying? It was just weird. It was but she fought hard though, you know what I'm saying? But she was like relying too much on that check right hook, you know what I'm saying? Like she was that lead check hook, she was relying too much on that. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't throwing in combination, she wasn't throwing any combinations. She was letting Cyborg back her up to the cage and letting Cyborg trap her. Like she just kept doing stuff like that. And then her takedowns, You know what I'm saying? I just feel like Sarah Collins wouldn't, maybe Sarah Collins ain't as strong as what we think she is. You know what I'm saying? Because she was not strong enough to keep Cyborg on that mat, man. Cyborg was doing some hell of a grappling in that fight. You know what I'm saying? And Sarah Collins, I think she could have tested Cyborg more on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe she just was. Maybe her strength is overrated. You know what I'm saying? But she couldn't really seem to hold on to Cyborg. Hold her down. Really in any kind of way, and really implement that game. But she was, what I'm saying, clinching up with Cyborg. She showed that she is a featherweight now. Sarah Collins showed that she is a featherweight. You know what I'm saying? But she's gonna have to work on her stand up, man. Like her stand up is really gonna have to come around. And Sarah Collins has got power, man. Like she landed that check right hook a couple of times. If you can see in this photo right here, like, what I'm saying? Like she landed that punch that she wanted to land, but she was landing it in the wrong time. So it was just like, she wasn't timing it right. She wasn't getting in there the way she was supposed to. So, it is what it is. But Sarah Collins is gonna have to improve. And then I seen where Cyborg called out Leah McCourt. I'm like, you calling out Leah McCourt? Like you calling out Leah McCourt? Like why what's Cyborg's fascination in wanting to fight Leah McCourt? You know what I'm saying? Like, like she just wants to go in there and just knock Leah McCourt out in the first round just to say she did it. I guess she's saying she wants to fight all the best flyweight or featherweights in the world. You know what I'm saying? The top featherweight, she wants to fight them all, and Leah McCourt is one of the top featherweights. I don't know what that says, but they, now it's now that you got Norma Dumont at 135, now that Felicia Spencer's retired. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no more really, Megan Anderson is out of the game. Leah Letson is retired. You know what I'm saying? Like all the top featherweights, a lot of them are out of the game. Kayla Harrison's a bantamweight now. Pam Sorensen's retired. Kat Zingano ain't heard nothing from her. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh shit, Jujitsu is from Louisiana. Do you think she played an instrument when she was younger? Probably. Probably. Oh man, I'm definitely gonna bring up seafood to Crispy because I'm a seafood lover, man. Yeah, all the number cards are free now, Teron. Yep. And they start an hour early. Yep. Easy says the one fight Cyborg needs to run back that she will never get again. Nunez. Yeah. Nunez might get her again though. Do you think Juicy ever went to the Bayou Classic? Matua, you asking these questions now, bro. I don't know the answer to those. Those are Crispy questions. We're going to have to ask Crispy those things. Yeah, we got to ask Crispy those things. not me. You got to save them questions for Crispy, dog. But once again, just as a reminder, guys, Crispy Carly Giudice will be joining No Filter MMA and Combo Breaker 99 December 20th, 6:30 p.m. Do not miss it. Do not miss it. I would really hate it if you missed it. Really would really hate it if you missed it. The key to beating Cyborg is punching with her when she punches. Most fighters are afraid to do that, though. Nunez gave y'all the blueprint. Yep. But Felicia Spencer did it. But the only thing about Felicia Spencer don't have that kind of power. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew Felicia Spencer was going to go in there and try to bang with Cyborg and be tough and gritty. And that's exactly what she did. But Felicia Spencer don't have that kind of firepower. Now, if it was like Norma Dumont, that would, if Norma Dumont going there, then that can be interesting. But, you know, but Sarah Collins, man, like she didn't rely on her strike. Like she didn't have the striking IQ to do that. Like she didn't have the striking IQ to place those punches, you know what I'm saying? And swing with that kind of power. Even though she did put Leah McCourt down. She did. She put Leah McCourt down. You know what I'm saying? But, she, you got to learn. If you're gonna be a dog, you gotta learn how to throw. You gotta learn how to fight like a dog. You know what I'm saying? You can't have a little roof. You gotta have a roof when you in there with somebody like Cyborg. You know what I'm saying? So, Sarah Collins really gonna have to work on that. That when you fighting somebody like that, sometimes you gotta bite down and you gotta swing. You gotta throw some little bit of caution to the wind sometimes. So yes, December 20th, Saturday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Yes, you got it, Matua. Yes. Bring Cyborg back. Tell Dana White to stop holding grudges. I know, right? Yeah. But yeah, Call of Duty, man, like don't miss it. This is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good one. I think Crispy is gonna interview well, and I think she's excited for it. You don't. So let me just do a quick search on YouTube and see if there's any Call of Duty interviews out there. Like, how's people not interviewing these people, man? Call of Duty interview. See if there's any Call of Duty interviews out here. Yeah. Oh, she interviewed with Jessica Penney and Angela Hill. Okay, so Call of Duty does do some interviews out here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Call of Duty. She got some interviews. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna catch up on her interviews and kind of see how she interviews. She looks so funny though. Like she looks like she's funny, like by the faces that she makes. um. Yeah, I'm excited all the way around about that one. But let's get into these fights, guys. Okay, guys, what are we thinking? What are we taking away? What's the verdict on Melissa Croden right now? Like, are we not gonna throw in the trash quite yet? Are we gonna hold reel it back a little bit and let's see what she let's like you know what? Let's give Melissa Croden the benefit of the doubt. Let's give Melissa Croden the Luana Santos got better treatment instead of Melissa Croden need to step it up. I mean, what y'all think? Maybe Luana Santos just got better. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I feel like if Melissa Croden, especially in that third round, if she could have started putting those combinations together on Luana Santos and really hurting Luana Santos, she could have got her out of there. Because Luana Santos looked tired in round three, man. Like, she did, man. She looked tired in round three, and Melissa Croden just looked like she wasn't putting her foot on the gas, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I was very disappointed. She wasn't putting her feet on the gas. So the way she started firing those combinations off on um, Tanera Lisboa, after she had walked through some fire in that fight, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I was waiting to see, man. And I knew she could, I knew she could be a slow starter, you know what I'm saying? And I took, and she was, I saw her starting slow. So in round two, I was looking for her to step it up, man, and she just did not. Melissa Croden should fight Chelsea Chandler. Croden has potential. She just needs more knowledge. Luana hits that throw damn near every fight. Yeah, not against Casey O'Neill though. But yeah, she does, man. That her judo is good, but she's just too small for 35. One more fight. Luana is a solid fighter. 4-1, 4-1, three finishes. Is that her record? 4-1? Is that her record? 4-1? Surely that's not Luana Santos's record. Two B's. Surely that's not her record. Is she only four? Ain't no way she 4-1. Luana Santos. Ain't no way she 4-1. No way. She's 10-2. Oh, you mean 4-1 in the UFC? Okay, 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 okay. 4-1 in the UFC. Okay. All right, got you, got you, got you, got you. Okay. She's 4-1 in the UFC with three finishes. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's solid. But she had to bow to the king. She's 5-1 in the UFC. Okay. She had to bow to the king though. She had to bow to the king. She wasn't about to go in there and beat the king, though. I'm holding that over your head. She didn't go in there and beat the king. Mm-mm. No, not the king. She had some good fights, but she had to bow to the king. Well, I was trolling you, JP. But a lot of people said that she was. A lot of people said that Luana Santos was going to knock out Casey O'Neill. That was so funny. I was like, "What are we really talking about? Like, are we really saying?" JP says Bia Mosquito looks like the best prospect out of all. We gotta see what Michelle Montague does. Yeah, let's see what Michelle Montague does. Luana was able to land on Croden early. Croden looks athletic, but she does not move like she's athletic. Yeah, she looks to be in real good shape. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know, man. She just was like stuck in mud this fight. Guys, smash that like button. Smash that like button, guys. 4 likes. Come on, y'all. Smash the like button. Smash that like button. Michelle has bad stand up. She made Luana Carroll look like an elite striker. You mean Melissa, JP? You mean Melissa Croden, not Michelle Montague. I think you talking about. You mean Melissa Croden? Yeah. Um, her stand up is not bad though. Oh, you talking Michelle Montague? I wouldn't say her striking is bad. I wouldn't say it's bad. Yeah, she beat Luan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Her stand up ain't bad. Bia Mosquito can fight Kayla. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Matua, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. No, I wouldn't say fight Harrison right now. Maybe Norma Dumont can fight. Well, yeah, Norma Dumont can fight Kayla Harrison right now, or Yana Santos could fight Kayla Harrison right now, but not Bia Mosquito. I think Bia will smoke Raquel. Ooh, but JP, you just be wanting everybody to beat up Rocky Pennington, man. You be wanting everybody to beat up Rocky Pennington. Like, what's your thing against Rocky Pennington, dude? He want everybody to beat up. He want everybody to beat up Rocky Pennington. That's funny, man. That's funny. Let's see. Yano won't fight Kayla. They're teammates. Nah, Yano fight her. Yano fight her. I bet you that. Yeah, Yana will fight her. Absolutely, she would. Oh, I wish I could see those. I wish I could see those sparring matches. I heard some rumors about them sparring matches though. Just like I heard them saying rumors about Joanna Young Jacek and Jillian Robertson sparring matches. I mean, I heard it was nasty in there. I heard them sparring matches had some blood in them. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't know. I heard some things about them sparring matches, them Deanna Santos and Kayla Harrison sparring matches. I heard some, but I really heard about them Jillian Robertson and Joanna Young Jacek sparring matches. But I heard it was some blood in there. Dude, I heard it was some blood. I heard both of them was bleeding. I was like, what? Yeah, Yana did say that. Fast track be a mosquito. No, don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't fast track be a mosquito. No, Matua. The way Macy screamed she won after that fight with Yana. Yeah, that was crazy. Like, come on now. You got any creative names for interview sessions akin to Redneck and Smoke? Uh, no. Hmm. That's really. I have to think about it. I have to think about it. But see, the thing is, man, like nowadays, interviews are so few and far between. You know what I'm saying? Like interviews are so few. Like maybe once if my interviews get more, like if I can land one a month, I'll try to do that. I go 4, 5, 6 months before I get an interview. So it's just like you know what I'm saying. It would be hard to do that to keep something regular like that. Rear Naked Smoke is probably one of the best names. Copyright that shit. Rear Naked Smoke is it, dog. Like I love Rear Naked Smoke. Yeah, man. Rear Naked Smoke is it. Yeah, I don't know about fast tracking being mosquito that quick, man. I don't know about that. But we're gonna get into, yeah. So let's talk about we're gonna talk about the other fights that went down, guys. Let's talk about Jamie Lynn Horth. How are we feeling about Jamie Lynn Horth? You know what I'm saying? Because we all talk some shit about Jamie Lynn. We all just, we ain't been taking Jamie Lynn Horth seriously. So let me look up Jamie Lynn Horth's record here. We're gonna look and see where Jamie Lynn Horth that actually sits at the moment. Let's see. Let's see here. I ain't getting no kind of phone ain't working. What is going on here? Okay, Jamie Lynn Horth. Let's look at her record here. So you got UFC. Okay, all the way down to UFC. Let's see. Uh, okay, so she beat Haley Cowan. I told y'all everybody beat up on Haley Cowan. What I tell you? Oh, let me see. Was that fight at flyweight or was that fight at bantamweight? Okay, that fight was at bantamweight. Let's see. Let me go back here. All right. So she beat Haley Cowan, lost to Veronica Hardy, beat Ivana Petrovic, lost to Miranda Maverick, beat Vanessa Demopoulos, and then finishes Teresa Bleda. So that sounds to me like Jamie Lynn Horth is starting to put it together. You know what I'm saying? I hate that she lost to her, what you could say steps up in competition like Veronica Hardy and Miranda Maverick. You know what I'm saying? Though they're kind of like that. They're kind of like that skill set that's kind of like that floating on the outside of the top girls. You know what I'm saying? You get a couple wins in the realm of Miranda Maverick and Veronica Hardy, then that's gonna push you further. You know what I'm saying? But she lost those two fights, and then she beat Vanessa Demopoulos, who's a strawweight, who she should have knocked out, and then she knocks out Teresa Bleda. So to me, I still feel like Jamie Lynn Horth needs to still be in that same realm that she's in currently. I don't think that she's ready to really step it up like that. Um, let me see here. Let me just look up a couple things, guys. You know, realistically trying to see who what could be next for Jamie Lynn Horth. Let me see. Who did y'all say Juju who was booked to fight Juju? So yeah, I mean she could fight Carly Judici next. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, because Carly Judici lost to Ernesta Carrasquita on the Contender Series, and then lost to Gabriela Fernandez, split decision in her first fight in the UFC. Cancel fight with Juliana Miller, and then she beat Yanisi Dubin, and then she beat Nicole Cagliari. So, you know what I'm saying? She got two finishes. Her UFC wins have been finishes. Um, so we got a finisher on our hand, guys. We got a finisher. Let's see. Yeah, knocked out Yanisi Dubin with a head kick, then knocked out Nicole Cagliari with strikes. Like, we got a finisher here with Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? Is that something that I mean, I feel like, but they're on that same level though. You know what I'm saying? Like, Call of Duty lost to a ranked opponent. Um, Jamie Lynn Horth, not lost to a ranked opponent, and then now they're both coming off of finishes, so they're both on two fight winning streaks. You know what I'm saying? So why not do Call of Duty versus Horth? You know what I'm saying? So who can really emerge and have another crack at the top 15? You know what I'm saying? Who could put together a three fight winning streak and who can really crack the top 15 and get in there and show us what they got. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be asking Crispy stuff like that, like, who do you think is your next opponent? You know what I'm saying? Like realistically, who's your next opponent? So but Jamie Lynn Horth, man, she finally looked like she went after something in this fight. You know what I'm saying? She hurt Teresa Blade. But what's the verdict on Teresa Blade though? Oh, that's right. Yes, yes, JP. That's right. That's right. Yes, that's exactly what it was. That's right. But that was just announced though. That was just announced. So yeah, that's why I was behind. Yes, Colostrum. Yes. What's up, Colostrum? But yeah, that fight just got announced. So yeah, so it's Call of Judici versus Juju. Yeah, that's what it was. Hardy is a sharp striker. Yes, she is. It's mad how Bleda gave Natalia problems, but Jamie just starts her in 2 minutes. Right. Yes. Yes, they were close losses. Yeah, Juju and Carly. Yes, that's who it was. Yeah, that fight was just announced. Like, come on, man. How can y'all blame me for not remembering who it was when the whole Jillian Robertson fiasco went down? Come on, guys. Cut your boy a break a little bit. Cut your boy a break. That fight gonna be rough for Juju. Oof. 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 You know, the best thing for Carly in this fight is to keep it on the feet. You know what I'm saying? That's the best thing. Oh, Tubies, chill. Chill, Tubies. He said, not a good look. Chill, Tubies. Oh, boy, chill. Um, Carly needs to keep it on the feet. You know what I'm saying? Keep the fight on the feet. And, she could probably get Juju out of there. But don't absorb none of those big punches from Juju because Juju got some power. Like when Juju swing, like Juju got some. She got decent snap on her punches. They slow, but they hit you. Oh, you mean for Bleda? Yeah, yeah. What's up for Bleda, guys? Like we gotta talk about Bleda. You know, Easy E said Juju better get on the line with PFL right now. Oh, come on, man. Come on, Easy E. Now Juju looked good in the last fight. Now I gotta say, Juju looked good in the last fight. Give Juju some credit. Judici beats Jamie Lynn Horth. I think so too, JP. I think so too. Now, Juju looked improved in her last fight. Juju need to be getting her. She need to be going up to Washington State and learning and training with Juliana Pena and Michael Chiesa and all of them. That's who she needs to be training with. I said it ever since she left the Tough House. Like she needs to be up there with Juliana Pena and Michael Chiesa and get that work in. She need that Juliana Pena coaching. You know what I'm saying? And maybe Juliana Pena's coach would it would trickle down to Juju because that's Juliana Pena is a mirror of her coaches. You know what I'm saying with her own flair to it. But maybe the basis of what makes Juliana such a good coach would still bleed into Juju. You know what I'm saying? And Juju would fight the way the way that she fought on the Ultimate Fighter. So uh-oh, stream was lagging a little bit. Sorry guys, I don't know why. Let me see where I'm at. Let me see how bad the stream was lagging. Uh-oh. Juliana Miller is Victoria Leonardo. Okay, there we go. Juliana Miller is Victoria Leonardo level. Come on, man. That's a little bit mean, man. That's a little mean. But nah, Juju got some wins in there though. Yana got decent when she left Jackson Wink. Camps matter. Yes. Yes. Like Yana Santos improved tremendously when she moved camps. Like that was the best thing that Yana could have done. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Hold on 1 second. Okay, guys, I'm back. Um, Thoughts on Macy versus Perez? Mm, I got Alan Perez. I'm done picking Macy Chase on to win the fight. I'm done picking Macy Chase on to win a fight. I just can't do it no more, man. I can't do it no more. You know, I can't pick Macy Chase on no more. You know what I'm saying? She just lose, man. She loses. She fights dumb in there. Like her next fight should be like Melissa Croden or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like I think Alan Perez gonna get Shay Sun out of there. I do, man. I think she's gonna get Macy Chasson out of there. Out of there. How many takedowns does Alex Pieta have in the UFC? Maybe three or four. Maybe three or four. Perez is actually taking the sport serious now. I like it. Yeah, man. Like if like all it's gonna take for somebody like Alan Perez is to start taking it a little bit serious. That's all it's gonna take for her, dude. Like, but I think she's serious anyways. I never thought Alan Perez wasn't serious. You know what I'm saying? I never thought she wasn't serious. She just likes to twerk or whatever. She like to do her little thing. You know what I'm saying? But Valerie Loretta liked to twerk too, but she was winning. You know what I'm saying? Just because you twerking, that don't mean you ain't winning. Y'all ain't say nothing when Valentina get in there and start spinning and shit. Y'all don't talk about Valentina when she get in there doing that shit. That's dancing too. y'all don't be talking about Valentina. But yeah, Alejandra Lara be dancing too. Y'all just don't like Alan Perez, and that's okay. That's okay. Y'all just don't like Alan Perez. I get it. I get it. JP said, "Don't compare Alan twerking to Val's." What is Val started twerking? What if Val started twerking on girls? Oh, that'd be crazy. I bet you Valentina could twerk though. You never know. You just never know. But yeah, guys. So I had to get on here and I only had about an hour, guys. I had to get on here and talk a little bit. But Jamie Lynn Horth should get a good fight next. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see who she fights next and what she does in her next fight. Whatever she does in her next fight is going to help determine the verdict on Jamie Lynn Horth because the verdict is still out for me. You know what I'm saying? But the bottom of flyweight, guys, the bottom of flyweight is starting to come to life. You know what I'm saying? It is. Yeah, Horth versus all JJ Aldrich might school Jamie Lynn Horth in that. She might school Jamie Lynn Horth, y'all. I'm just saying. JJ Aldrich, she schools girls. You know. Um, but Jamie Lynn Horth, let's see what she does next. You know what I'm saying? If she fights like I don't know. I don't know. JJ Aldrich might be too much of a step up for her, but she is on a 2-fight winning streak. Teresa Bleda, who does Teresa Bleda fight? You know what I'm saying? Who does Teresa Bleda fight now? Or is she done? Is she done? Is Teresa Bleda done? Get her out of there. Trim the trees. Get her out of there. Let me see here. Who was the other fight? Oh, Melissa Croden. Who does Melissa Croden fight next? Who does Croden fight next? Does Croden fight Michelle Montague next? Does she fight Jacqueline? I mean, no, she ain't gonna fight Cavalcanti next. Let's look at the bantamweight rankings. I don't know what that was about. I think my Wi-Fi be tripping. I think my Wi-Fi be tripping. Um, According to ESPN, Alex only landed one, attempted two in his UFC career, and is a two-division champ. Silva has more takedowns. I'm just saying. That's true. Yeah, yeah, she does have more takedowns. Cavalcanti needs to fight someone good. No more easy fights. Like who though? Who was Cavalcanti gonna fight? The loser of Alan Perez and Macy Chasson. I mean, that's a good one for her. That's a good one for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she can get in there and pull something off like that, she can get in there and pull something off like that. You know what I'm saying? Then hey, usher her in. But no more easy fights for Cavalcanti. Cavalcanti versus Yana. Oof. That's a good striker fight, but I don't think Yana would play around with her on the feet. I think Yana, well, I didn't think Yana would play around with Macy Chasson on the feet, but she did. You know what I'm saying? Yana was out there showing that she's a better striker. Like, she's really being the striker that I've known that she was all this time. So she might go in there and strike with Cavalcanti. She might clinch Cavalcanti up though. So you just never know. You just never know. Yeah, Yana is big and strong in the clinch, but Cavalcanti is also a big girl too. Cavalcanti is a big girl too, so we'll see. Macy was getting pieced up by Maeda. Yeah, she was. She was. That's funny. She really was. That was so funny. mm, mm. Yana is good. She just needs to work on her car. Yana's cardio. Oh, Colossal. What? We ain't never seen Yana gas out. I mean, she may slow down a little bit. Well, maybe, yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, she could be a little bit stronger in her cardio. She could be a little bit stronger in the cardio for sure. JP still, JP, Macy was getting pieced up by my, hey, it is what it is. She gassed out. Okay, okay, yeah, Colosseum. Okay, so I get you. I get you. I feel you. I want her ground game tested, but I don't want two streaking fighters matching up. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, it's that time though. I mean, it's that time. I know how y'all feel about that, but it's that time. It's that time. But anyways, guys, I am getting off of here. I just wanted to come on here and talk. It's been over an hour. Somebody texted me. Who the hell is texting me? Okay, okay. Let's see. To do to do to do to do. Um, but yeah, guys. Anyway, I'm gonna close this thing down, and I want everybody to just be ready. December 20th, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Crispy Carly Judici is coming to No Filter MMA, guys. We had to catch Carly early before she moved up the rankings. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to catch her early. You know what I'm saying? So, to see what she's really thinking, because we talk about this flyweight division all the time. So who better to interview than a UFC flyweight? Who better to interview than a UFC flyweight? Um, so yeah, we're gonna run this flyweight talk down, man. But you're right, Jay. You're right too, Beast. I should come up with a segment name for. I should come up with a segment name for my interviews. I just wish I could start landing them more often. If I could land them more often, man, I would come up with something for it. But you know, it just is what it is. But anyways, guys, I'm getting off here. This is your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA. Drop those comments in the comment section. Hit that like, hit that dislike, and if you guys have not already, hit that subscribe button. And your boy is out.